here, it's going to open up and it's going to give me this window right over here with all these different drums that we can kind of work with. And they work like a real drum set. In fact, if you just want to start playing, all you have to do is just use your fingers to do that. I'm not a drummer at all, but you get the idea. You can go through and kind of do all sorts of cool stuff to kind of start playing around with these kits. Now, if you want to use these kits, there's one way. I'm going to go ahead and change the kit up here at the top where it says Classic Studio Kit. Just going to tap on that. We've got a bunch of different preset kits for us to work with. I'm a big fan of this hip-hop drum machine because I like the clap sounds and just the way that you can make it sound a little bit different. I'm going to bring the resolution down on that. And you can kind of really play around with some of the ways that these claps kind of sound all together. So. Cool. So if we wanted to record our own phrase in here without actually having to use our smart drum machine to do that, we can actually play it in simply by tapping these little patterns over here. So on and so forth. I'm just going to record a simple clap pattern so that we can show you how to kind of start recording inside of GarageBand. So we'll hit the little record option. Cool. And we'll go that 4-bar phrase right over there. Now, if we hear that back, you're probably going to hear it not be exactly on time. Again, I'm not really that great of a musician, so I don't play on time all the time. That's fine. What we can do is that we can actually tap on this little mixer icon up here at the top right-hand corner, and when we do that, we can actually quantize these notes or fix the timing of these notes over here underneath where it says quantization. So if you came in a little bit too early, if you played a note a little bit too late, you can tap on that and actually fix it so it lands right on the area that you want to kind of add it to. I'm going to add it into this 30-second kind of feel over here, 30-second note, and when we hear it back, it should play kind of in time, as close to in time as possible. Cool. So we can go that route. We can then go in and do some other stuff to kind of fix that a little bit more. But again, we're going to go into our sequencer view over here. If you like that pattern, you can tap on that, tap on it one more time, and then press loop to loop it for your entire 8-bar phrase. Does that kind of make sense? Cool. Awesome. So let's go ahead and create another instrument. I'm going to press the plus button again. Press the plus button again. Say that 6 times fast. And from here what we're going to do is that we're actually going to look at another one of our smart instruments. We'll actually look at our smart keyboard. Let's get some sort of chord progression going on top of this particular option. Actually, you know what? We're going to do a smart guitar because they work pretty much the same. I'll tap on that, and when it opens up, it's going to open up this screen right over here. Now, GarageBand has automatically kind of picked a key for us to play this song in. Right now, it's picked the key of C, which is that note right over there. Now, if we wanted to play along to the key of C, we could do that. If you wanted to change the key, you can also do that as well. Remember how earlier we went into our wrench option over here to actually do the tempo? Well, right underneath that, we've got an option for key. And if we press that, we can actually change the key of this particular song. Anybody feeling a key in particular? I was feeling G minor earlier today. But anybody else? No? All right, G minor it is. We're going to go with that. G minor. And notice that when we do that, it's automatically changed all these notes over here. I don't know if that sounds like a G minor at all. Maybe that could be wrong. There we go. And the cool thing about all these chords is that they're actually already in the key, so they're gonna sound good regardless of how you go. In fact, you can turn this autoplay knob up to kind of get a particular set of phrases, and all you have to do is just start banging away at chords and see what sounds good. Anyway, you get the idea. You don't have to think about it at all. It's really great. It's a fast way to kind of just create music altogether. Now, if you're more of the school, it's like, oh man, whatever, I just want to play the notes instead. You can do that too. Just tap on where it says notes right over here, and you can actually play whatever notes you want. you get the idea. You can have a lot of fun just kind of playing around with that. Now, if you don't know how to play guitar, that's perfectly all right too. You can also choose the scale of what you kind of want to work with. So maybe on top of this, rhythm, you want to add some other Southeast Asian feel to this particular song. It's going to give you a fretboard that is actually in that key. So as you play up it, you can do all that stuff. Let's do a harmonic minor. That might make a little bit more sense. The great thing about that is that anywhere that you play on the keyboard is going to be in that key. You can't ever play a wrong note, which is awesome. You get the idea. You can go through that and do whatever it is that you kind of want to work with. But I'm going to go back to chords really quickly just to get a simple chord progression going. And if we want to kind of go on top of that particular phrase, again, all we have to do is hit the little record option, and we're going to basically record maybe a 4, 8 bar phrase. Just depends on what you're feeling. So here we go. Cool. We'll go with that as a regular phrase. Again, we can go back into our sequencer option over here, and we can tap on that, press it again, and press loop, and it's just going to loop for another 4 bars. And here's what we got so far. Now the great thing about this is that as we go through, we don't just have an acoustic guitar for us to choose from. I can tap on where it says acoustic, and I've got a few other guitars that I can work with too. So if I wanted to go for more of this roots rock type sound, I can do that. Let's see what happens with our performance, see what that sounds like.